Hello dear friends! In this video we're gonna review a digital copy of the Roland Dimension D plugin, which was made by Empty Room Systems. This device is based on BBD schematics, which stands for literally Bucket Brigade Device, or technically speaking, a switching capacitor delay line. Now there are loads and loads of information that you can find regarding how BBD devices work. Maybe if you're lucky, you can even find the original block diagram from Roland. So if you're really interested in what's under the hood, just a little time spent on some network research should be able to give you answers for the most of your questions. Now let's begin with the graphical interface of the Dimension D. In the left part of the program you can find a mono to stereo switch. The buttons in the center could be traditionally found in the original Roland device. Those are numbered from 1 to 4, and also there is an off switch which works as a bypass for any applied processing. Below you can see an additional section with the regulators which were not available in the original device. These were specifically designed by ERS to make the Dimension D processing more deep and more flexible. This section basically contains an LFO, a low-frequency oscillator, with its usual parameters like frequency and depth. The frequency parameter allows you to choose the frequency of the oscillator, whereas depth allows you to choose how deep the modulation will be, which can be tuned from 2 to 6 milliseconds. The mix knob allows you to use the DMD as a parallel processor, giving you a chance to control the ratio between the wet and the dry sounds. In the right part of the graphical interface of the plugin, there is an output level meter, as well as the options menu, which you can access by clicking on the ERS logo. Here you can set up a desirable behavior for the controls, change the way they react to the different actions of your mouse, or choose the oversampling amount, which can be anything from 1 to ×4. The string at the top of the options menu is for the serial number, which you can enter after you purchase the plugin, thus upgrading it to the full version. In this video, we're using a demo version of the Dimension D. For the terms and conditions of the plugin usage, as well as for the information on the ERS product's activation, you can turn to the official company website. Here is the link, and you can find the same link at the comment section below. Now let's see how the plugin actually works. As an example musical material for this video, we're using a song by Kirill Harchenko and Anastasia Petrenko called No Way. Take a listen.
Just wanna what you will say. No way that our deepest see infantily. No way, I just wanna what you will say.
This project is free from any spatial processing as for now, so let's try and add some depth to the different components of the mix and make them more spacious with the Dimension D. Take a note that you can use it either as a send return or just a simple insert, thanks to the mix knob we've seen previously. First off, let's work with the piano. Listen to how it sounds in its raw unprocessed version. Here it goes. Now I turn the Dimension D on. What we can do now is browse through the factory presets and choose one. Let's try the chorus here. Now I'm gonna change the dry to wet signal ratio. Let's bypass and listen. Now I turn the bypass off. Can you hear how the processed piano is much deeper and just much more tasteful? Let's check how the Dimension D works with the saxophone. Let's make the chorus a little bit deeper. Let's change the mode here. With the processing bypassed, now together with the piano. Bypass it again. Now the saxophone and the piano sound much more coherent. In pop music, it's all about the vocals, and that's where I found the Dimension D to be really useful and really great sounding. Take a listen to the singer, now processing on.
No way, no way. I just wanna what you will say.
Now I switch the plugin on.
No way, no way. I just wanna what you will say.
It doesn't sound really impressive out of the box, but let's try and play with the controls here in order to get the voice sound better.
No way, no way. I just wanna what you will say. No way, no way. I just wanna what you will say.
Bypass.
No way, no way. I just wanna what you will say.
Now the vocal is so much more natural, but at the same time it sounds deep and dense. Take a listen.
No way, no way. I just wanna what you will say. No way, no way. I just wanna what you will say.
That sounds really nice. What about the guitars? Okay, this guitar is double-tracked, so it's already very wide and spacious. But let's try and highlight it by using the Dimension D as a send effect. Here you can see an effect channel with the Dimension D on. Now we will create a send, going from the first guitar channel to the effect channel. And take a listen. Let's try the all buttons in preset. With the bypass on, now copy this send to the other channel. This is the unprocessed sound. Now with the plugin on, the guitar sound has become more expressive, more wide, and it definitely has more vibe in it. Let's try and use the Dimension D plugin on some more interesting sources. I'm talking about the bass and the drums. It is rarely that we use chorus or reverbs on a drum bass or on a bass bass. Yet a very light chorus touch on these sources, if done properly, may make the mix sound deeper and more juicy. Let's listen to how the bass guitar sounds in this track. You've noticed how adding the chorus to the drums or to the bass makes them sound wider and more deep. Now I want to show you how the mix sounded before any processing, and then what happens when we turn on all the Dimension D plugins.
No way, I just wanna what you will say. No way, that our deepest sea infinitely.
I think you can hear how much more interesting the mix sounds with the Dimension D from ERS. So if you're in search of a spacious effect that you could apply to your mix to make it sound deeper and wider, but at the same time if you want to be on the safe side and not bury down the individual tracks, as it always seems to happen with reverbs or delays, then it probably would be a very good idea to try the Dimension D. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you don't miss out on the new videos coming out on our YouTube channel. Take care guys and swim to the sound.